Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Um, I guess I didn't end up doing as much of this journal online as I thought I was gonna, but um, today I'd like to do some decorating online, and first of all I want to show you the cover that I did. I covered the front of the book with this duck cloth material, and then I added a piece of I believe it's a Russian book, and then I used one of the journaling cards from the paper collection with this rose on it, and I added a frame that I had in my stash from Scrapiniac, the Polish laser chipboard company, and I added a piece of lace down here and a piece right here that runs down to the bottom, and I added a little die cut doily there, and here I cut little squares of paper and glued them together in the form of a sort of a ribbon. And then I don't know what this stuff is, but it's torn fabric of some sort that I got in my wonderful box of Happy Mail last week. And then I added this little bulb pin with some beads. Let's see if you can see. And I added this gorgeous lace on the spine, and then on the back I used this beautiful picture from the paper collection. And then I decided to use a doily for my closure, so I glued that on to the back, and then I used a Tim Holtz hitch post, and so that doily just fits right over the top of that. And then of course if it gets real super packed full, it can fit on that hole. So let's open it up and see. I added this pocket to the inside cover, and of course there's nothing in it yet. And I have in here some lace that I wanted to add. I wanted to add that to this edge, so that's what I'm going to do now. Let's see if I can move that up a little bit and get my glue. I got this, this happens to be 3-in-1 glue that's in this bottle. I have some Fabri-Tac, which I like to use and love, but this happens to be, I want to make sure I get the right side up. This happens to be 3-in-1, and I won't be buying that again. The fumes, I'm real sensitive to fumes from chemicals, and this is just too strong for me. I need a mop, I think. I'm going to have to poke a hole in that and see if I can't loosen it up. My dad was a carpenter, and many years ago I got a banana bulb, or whatever you call it, to grow a banana tree. And my dad built me a 2 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot high box to put that banana bulb in to grow that tree. And was in my basement, and I proceeded to stain and varnish it. Well, bending over that box, and of course, like I said, it was 2 feet deep, which isn't a lot, but it is when you're bending over it. And I was staining it and was overwhelmed by the fumes. And when I headed up the basement stairs, the back entry was just spinning before my eyes, and I opened the back door and hurried outside to get some fresh air. And I was all right. However, since then I have not been able to tolerate fumes, and this stuff is just, to me, is nasty. And that E6000 I can't use at all. So anyway, that's my story of that. So I will be really glad when I use this up. I don't have that trouble with the Fabrifix or Fabri-Tac. And I was really surprised when I got this, and that's what happened. Now, oh, I didn't have to put it on the ends, did I? Oh my goodness. Well, I'll do it outside here a little bit. And I don't want to get that on the next page. I wasn't thinking about the ends. I always do that. Okay. Now, let me see if I can lay something under that and wipe some of that off of the ends, hopefully. There. That worked. There. Now, I just have to make sure that that's not going to be sticky. Won't take long for it to dry, actually. What little bits left. There. Oh, I like that. Well, let's see. I like how that looks on there. It's a good match for that paper. Okay. And I have 2 more pieces of that farther into the book that I want to add. Let me get a piece of wax paper if I can find where I put that. Oh, I don't know where I put it. I rearranged some things in here and now I can't find anything again. Nope, I don't know where it is. Oh my, it's just so hard anymore for me to keep track of where stuff is. Okay, I think it'll be all right. And now we've got another piece in here. Let me see if I got a clip here. Okay, let's move that ahead. Oh, it's coming out easier now. At least it'll go quicker. Then I'm doing the same thing again. Okay. It's really a good thing that we can fix our mistakes, isn't it? Because I sure do make enough. Okay. Now, there. I guess I should just let that dry and then I can rub it off. Yeah, that looks pretty. That's some pretty lace. It's like a crocheted lace. Okay, so there we go. Okay, now then, I'll go to the next one, which is here. Okay, now it's 3 a charm and I can do this one right. Okay. Now, That's better. Okay. And then I put a couple other things in here. I put this in here. I wanted to make a lace pocket there. Oh. I think I want to do it this way though. One more time with this stuff. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Now that I'm going to have to let dry for a few minutes because of the holes in the lace. So we will get some other stuff ready here. I did some collages that I wanted to add to the book. I'm surprised. This is a real plum colored. Whoa. This is very, very delicate paper. So I'm going to have to be careful. That cardstock is real plum colored and it doesn't really show up like that on the camera. I don't know where I saw this, but I saw it on a YouTube video that she used a piece of chipboard as a backing to ink the edges on the papers. And of course, like I said, this is very, very brittle paper because it's so old, and I almost have to use that. It's a wonderful, wonderful idea. I wish I could remember where I saw it. I could give her credit. let's get that. I think I'll ink the edge of this too. Okay. Ooh, my bottle feels a little low. I guess I better be about refilling it here pretty quick. Then so I got the cover done, and as you can see, I got all the signatures sewed in the other day, and I did 12 signatures, and they only have a few pages each. I don't know how many pages are in there. I didn't count them yet. And I did the hidden binding. I have no desire to try and sew in signatures on camera because it's not easy for me. And I don't know, maybe someday I'll get to where I can do that, but not now. Yeah, okay. Okay, now I'm not sure where I'm going to put this yet, so I got to wipe that off. But I thought maybe I would find my go. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get something over here. Isn't it? Okay. Well, this isn't, whoops. I have to drop something. This isn't the one I used, but I will show you how I do my signatures. I use graph paper, and I wanted to do a 5-hole let's see if you can see it in there. I wanted to use a 5-hole punch in this signature because I had some little stuff, and if you only have one hole in it, sometimes it doesn't work so good. So I have this line here, and this line, this line, this line, and this line. And because I was doing 12 signatures, I had to measure the spine, which was 1 3/8 inches. And then I measured on here 1 3/8, and then I found the center, and then I had to count back from the center how I could make 12 lines of holes to accommodate those 12 signatures and make them fit within that spine area. And so that's how I do it, is with graph paper, and I do that whether I have 12 signatures or 3 or 4. Graph paper is just a wonderful, wonderful asset when it comes to doing your spines, as far as I'm concerned anyways. So I just thought I would let you know how I do that. Now then, so I have this one done, and I think where's the other one? Okay, I had 3 of them over here. And now I've lost one. Okay, well, it'll turn up. If not, I'll have to make a new one. Okay, so I have, oh, here it is. I have little bulb pins with these little beads on, and I wanted to add those to these pieces of lace if I can. So let's see if we can add those. Oops. There we go. And I went, let's see, there we go. So I went the other day. I was going to go up to Hobby Lobby. I don't like it up there. And see if I could find some little beads. And I remembered I had I'm going to put it down here. I remembered that I had a gift card for Michael's, and I thought it was a $25 one. So I went in there, and I'll be if I didn't find these gorgeous beads. I'll have to show you what I found. Well, there we go. Okay. Oh, I like that better down there. All right. So I thought, well, I'm going to see if they had so many pretty ones. I'm going to see how much I can get with my $25. And so I'll show you what I got. Of course, this is the one that I'm using for this journal. And then I got this one. And this one. And this one. And this one. And I bought the ones that were multicolored rather than just the plain solid. So I got 5 of them. And so I went up to the register and thought, well, this is going to take care of most of that Michael's card. And she rang it up and used my card, and oh my goodness, it was a $100 one instead of a $25. So now I got to go up there and buy a whole bunch more stuff. Oh my, I couldn't hardly believe it. Well, let's see what we can do with this one. It's a little bit too far. There we go, I think. That'll work. So that was kind of a pleasant surprise. See if I can turn it that way. There we go. Now there's that one. And I got one more over here. Boy, that lace is hard to get these little bulb pins in. There. Yeah, I like that down there better than on the top. So there I have those. And so I think that's going to do it for today. I thank you so much for watching again, and you have a wonderful day.